I'm Sarah Hashim-Waris from the Los Angeles Times newsroom. Following this morning's ruling striking down a key part of the Defense of Marriage Act, the Supreme Court opened the door to same-sex marriages in California by turning away the defenders of Proposition 8, the state's gay marriage ban. Here to explain the impact of the rulings is Times staff writer Jessica Garrison. Jessica, thanks for joining me this morning.
My pleasure.
Let's start with DOMA.
All right, so the court in a 5-4 ruling struck down key portions of the Defense of Marriage Act. And what that means is that if gay couples that are legally married in states that have it, those marriages will be treated the same as all other marriages in the eyes of the federal government.
And then Proposition 8.
So Proposition 8 applies only to California. And basically the court refused to hear the Proposition 8 case on the grounds of standing, which lets stand a lower court ruling that invalidated Proposition 8. So that clears the way for marriage to begin again in California.
And when can we expect that to resume?
Well, that is the $64,000 question this morning. I think both sides are sort of wrangling over exactly what this means and when it goes into effect. I think probably not today is one answer. We're waiting to hear from the Attorney General about when exactly she thinks that can happen.
Now, DOMA and Proposition 8, the rulings from the Supreme Court are very historic. What sort of sentiment have you heard? General happiness, I assume.
Well, I mean, general happiness from one side and not from the other, sort of dismay, I think, from the other. In West Hollywood this morning at the Abbey, which is sort of a landmark gay bar and restaurant, people were crying, people were hugging, people were thrilled. On the other side, the proponents of Proposition 8 have said that they intend to, keep sort of pressing their case to kind of limit this ruling.
Thank you for your insights, Jessica. Be sure to keep up with our ongoing coverage on DOMA and Proposition 8 all day today on LATimes.com, as well as on Twitter @LATimes.